game is... All of these campaign players are all ganging up on me. Welcome back, Twitch. I'm glad to see you guys. Again, it's been a long time since we've been able to gather together here. We're one down today. We don't have Putter with us today, but hopefully they'll get a chance to join us here shortly. Welcome back, though, and we are in the Olivon Chronicles. So I think we're just going to dive straight into this. Where we left off last, 2 sessions ago, which is about a month ago actually now, 2 sessions ago, we had just come back from the Sunken Citadel, which was where a number of trinkets were recovered. Actually, the party found this really gnarly-looking tree that was being protected by this really gnarly-looking druid, and it wasn't a pretty sight for them. They managed to clear out this place of all of the goblins, give it over to the kobolds, and then they started kind of going their separate ways. The two that we stuck with, Jetta and Bob Moss, ended up meeting up with a couple of other people in the forest on their way back to Rorough. One character by the name of Frar, I still love that name, and another character by the name of Putter. And the four of them returned to Rorough. Frar kind of on the idea of glory, and Putter much the same for the most part. But Sky Guy and Jetta to go and try to get the money from the sheriff that they were owed from having dealt with the goblin and kobold threat. After having done that, the sheriff, Nebin, told them that they really ought to report about this tree, that gnarly-looking tree, to the Redbud Druids. But they said, don't worry about that. Tarina, which was one of the other characters, they've got that covered. All right, so you guys ended up kind of going on a bit of a shopping trip. There is some, I think, ornate leathers that are being put together for Bob Moss. You guys got a chance to meet an apothecary and get an idea as to one thing that you could potentially do, which is to seek out a gemstone for this couple that have this automaton. Maybe there's something there for you. In the meantime, you guys have made your way now over to the Brass Pony, which is one of the two taverns a little bit closer to the docks in the town of Rorough. And here you have met Fat Gan, who is the large, rotund, sweaty, stinky server who has now just provided you guys with some clam chowder and other libations. And that is pretty much where we're picking up at this point in time. And so a couple of things that you have noticed inside this tavern already so far is there is a person behind the bar who's just kind of keeping things clean there. It's kind of quiet because it's a little early yet still for the main rush. But you kind of get the sense that it's probably not going to be long before all the people who are working on the docks are going to start making their way in here. So it's good that you get your food in before anything crazy happens. It's a sandstone building. There's carvings of horses and the woodworking all around the entire structure. There's somebody who's lit a bunch of incense as if to try and cover the smell of brine and alcohol. And it's almost a little overpowering, but after you have a little bit of clam chowder, for whatever reason, it seems to bring the sense down. But Fat Gan is very much ready to kind of just jump in with you guys and looks to you guys. Well, so you're kind of an interesting looking lot. What are you here for?
I hate
booze.
That we got. I meant, what are you here in this podunk town for?
Sustenance.
And he kind of just like nudges your clam chowder towards you.
I chow down with disgust. I must keep up my strength.
Sorry, he's a little intense.
That's fine. We get lots of those around here.
Bob just smiles and starts eating.
You guys haven't eaten much recently, have you?
No.
No.
My belly's rumbling.
We've been stuck in a citadel underground.
Oh, the adventuring type yar. All right.
Yeah, we're a little crazy.
So this a citadel here.
Not here. It's a little ways out. About what would you guys say, a day's travel?
So what all did you find?
Um,
Sorry, so
Found-
I know you guys might have like secrets of the trade, but there's not much else to talk about in this town.
that I can appreciate. Well, we found a tree and some crazy druids, and we accidentally started a revolution. Um, accidentally.
Oh, between who? The druids?
Oh no, there were some goblins and some kobolds, and
Oh,
we ended up working with the kobolds.
you worked with the kobolds. Yep, you definitely sound a very interesting lot. You might be interested in. Actually, I have no idea what you're interested in. If you're going to make your lot with kobolds, I have no idea what you might want.
Oh, I'm interested in the recipe of this clam chowder. It's so good.
Oh, well, you should be here for Chowder Fest. That's a heck of a party. And he kind of leans over his shoulder and says, Einar, they like your slop. The fell at the counter like,
I'm a chef myself, you know. I know how to cook, but I've never tasted this before.
never
Do you
had
mind
clam
if-
chowder.
No. I live deep in the forest. Do you mind if I have a talk with the chef?
He's right there.
And Bob walks off in the kitchen.
Yeah, actually, you
Does
just
he
going up
leave
to the
his
bar.
slop? Does he leave his food?
Oh, yeah.
I start chowing down on it. I must keep up strength.
So Bob, you'll actually approach the person at the bar, and he'll just kind of lean up on the bar. You really like it.
Oh yeah.
You're not just feeding Dan a line.
No. I have a variety of taste, and I've never tasted something like this before. It's like salty with a pinch of seawater, I think it is.
Oh, there's more in a pinch. Go ahead and roll a perception check while you're here.
First
roll,
roll,
First
21.
First roll, nice. Yeah, so walking up to this fellow is a human, probably in his mid-40s. He's got a great big scar right down across, just over top of his left eye. But he's a kind of an interesting looking character because he's got this tri-corner hat on that kind of shades things a little bit. So with the 21, you definitely see that scar. And you don't really sense much else around that, but you do every once in a while when he kind of shifts, you hear this kind of wood on wood plank kind of sound, just this plunk to the ground. He says, well, the clams are kind of were Rorough's big thing before the deforestation happened. Kind of wanted to come back to be our thing. It's the clams.
I didn't get your name, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry. And he reaches his hand over to the counter to you, your much taller form, and says, Einar Calderson.
Einar, hi, I'm Bob, and this is my traveling companions. And I
Sup?
point at the table.
I'm glad to have you here. And as you're introducing yourself, there's a couple of people who are starting to wander into the facility as well. He says, so are you guys here for overnight? Do you need a place to stay?
I turn around. We're staying here, right, for the night?
No.
How many rooms do you guys want? I got lots. Don't worry about that. At least for about another hour, I'll have lots.
Well, I snore, so I'll better have a room for myself, I think.
Fair enough. So you want to do like 3 rooms? 4 rooms?
Definitely, Potter would like a room for himself.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that one.
As the noble he is, maybe this inn is even too low for him. He will
He's
probably object on spending the night in such a low class establishment.
yeah, and actually the bartender Einar, he'll actually look towards him. I don't know if I've got the best appointed chambers, but you'll sleep well.
Because I think last time you mentioned there's like 2 inns. There's like a nice one, and there's the rough one, right?
Yeah,
That's
this
where
is
we
the
are
rough and
now.
tumble
Yeah,
one.
yeah. So maybe Potter will sleep at the other inn.
Well, I think I'm gonna get him to stay here for the night, just because out of. But he's going to say what he would probably try to do is convince you guys to maybe only go one night and see what we actually need. At which point, Einar would say, "Well, 4 silver will cover 4 rooms for you for the night."
Is it pay in advance, or
Sorry, say again.
do we have to pay in advance, or tomorrow?
Well, if you were to pay your silver, then it'll cover all your food for the night too.
Put down 4 silver.
Nice. I'll put mine down as well.
Oh, yeah, I'll pay. I'll do this round next time.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah, why not?
Well, I got it
Wonderful.
next time.
Well, if you want, you guys can make yourselves comfortable. You could try your hands at darts, and the pony's not working right now, but I don't know. We'll see if we can get that solved sometime soon for you
Ooh.
guys. Maybe I'll come back.
Is there an arm wrestling competition?
Well, if you want one, I would. If you're gonna do arm wrestling competitions, use that table. It's the strongest one.
Do you happen to have karaoke?
Karaoke.
Yeah, like a
Not sure what that is.
singing competition.
Oh. I've never heard it called karaoke before, but if you put enough liquor in any of these sailors that are going to come in here, they'll all be singing.
Okay.
I will test my strength. And then I go towards the heavy table. And like to get everyone's attention, I raise my hand into the air and slam my elbow down on the middle of the table with my hand open like this, as if waiting for a competition. And I flex violently.
Oh, me first, me first, me first.
Ah, there we go. There it is.
I will break you.
Can I walk around and start like getting people to start betting on it to try to make some money?
Yeah, show me how you would tell me how you would do that.
Okay. I would just go over and be like, my bet's on the red one.
That's a good start. Okay, cool.
I can get because I have something similar to that one. To
Red or blue.
Yeah, all right, cool. So then, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh God.
We count as if you were one size. Oh, we are like evenly matched.
Yeah, you actually are. So.
Oh, you have double proficiency, but I have advantage, right?
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting. This will actually be a good start.
How do you get advantage?
I think we determined earlier that if I push or pull or something, that I have advantage on the check.
Oh, I just have the carrying capacity.
Yeah, that's right. So, okay, I gotta get the dice here.
Determined. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just carrying capacity when you push, drag, or lift. Yeah.
That's not the one. Okay, we're getting the dice sounds out. How nice is this? Okay, that's not the one I want.
And the weight you can push, drag, or lift. Yeah, that's how you read it. I think we've been reading it wrong the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. So
I can carry more. It's not that I'm stronger, I think.
Okay, so you find this Jetta, you kind of sidle up to this fairly gritty looking fellow, long hair tied back in a braid, blonde. He's just like he kind of looks up to you and says, "Wow, those furbolgs, they kind of surprise you from time to time. I'll take that bet for you. How much you putting down on that?" And he's kind of getting out his change purse.
I'll lay down 1 silver piece.
I can match that. There we go. Anybody else? Let's go. Let's get in on this. And a couple other people. You end up getting 4 people in on this. You got 5 people going. 3 of them are betting on Bob, and 2 of them are betting on Frar.
Okay. And my
Who are you-
goal,
and-
just to be clear, is once everyone starts watching the arm wrestling competition, I'm gonna steal the pot.
Oh, okay. That could get interesting. All right, then let's start this off. So
You know,
arm
we are
wrestling.
staying here for the night, right? We're not leaving right after. Gonna get kicked out before we even put our head
All
to the
right.
pillow.
Yeah,
Then we
and
can
you
just
know
go
what?
stay at the nice hotel.
The Einar at the counter is just for Bob for your 21 perception check. You could just kind of see him already, and that's it. That's all he says. Fat Gan's like Fat Gan comes in. 1 gold on Frar.
1 gold.
1 gold.
Damn.
Okay, so now I'm gonna get you to. We're gonna get Frar and Bob to both roll opposing strength checks. As your
Strength
guys
checks
grip
or athletic
hand.
checks?
Athletics checks is good. Yeah, athletics checks. Thank you. So you guys both grip your hand and kind of look each other steely in the eyes.
Oh, come on.
Oh!
Oh! Oh, that's
My net
tough.
20 is on the right side of the road.
So Fat Gan comes over. Fat Gan comes over and he puts his hand on your hands. Let's make this real. If I got a gold on this, I'm gonna really make sure. And you guys, as he's leaning in, he's got his arm up on Bob's side, and Bob, you get a good solid whiff of this guy. You're pretty certain he hasn't showered in ever. And he says, "Ready and go." And he pushes ever so slightly Frar's hand towards success, and against Bob. But Bob, you were ready for something like that. You could smell it in his sweat that there was something funky going on here, and you were able to get a jump on it. Not all the way down, but a crit is that like twice all the way through. Give me 1 more strength check. Like, Frard, you're shocked. This Furbolg just immediately kind of pulls you back. Oh, you got to get in on this. Roll your next athletics checks. Okay.
Another
What?
net 20!
What is going on? That is brilliant. That's 2 nat 20s, and I haven't even actually put the stream up on that yet. That's fantastic.
Holy shit, this is the most powerful fight I've ever had.
That is brilliant. So immediately you slam back down onto the table.
No
Frar.
third check?
No, that was it. There was only 3 to succeed. He had 4. So
Not today.
just slam, and you can feel the pull in your shoulders. Oh, this is a good one to work with. You're pretty certain you were just taken off guard just a little bit. However, you are still kind of aware, paying a little bit more attention. He's a little bit stronger than y'all thought. That's gonna and immediately after the hand hits the table, like, whoa, and just immediately a bunch of people kind of start gathering around the table, and the pot is now yours, available for you to take, because they're very distracted by 2 nat 20s.
Okay.
I would like you to roll a sleight of hand check, and we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Hopefully this goes well.
Oh, even with disadvantage. Okay, cool.
That's on
What
par.
is up with these rolls? It's happening again.
Yeah, so you kind of put as they're all kind of looking over, your hand just kind of reaches out, and you feel another hand grab your wrist, and it's the blonde braided hair guy. Looks to you and says, "Nah."
I was just counting it to make sure it was all there.
Oh, it's there. It's there. But he now says, if you want to help me count out the winnings here, we'll have to spread this out around a little bit here. So out of this, you end up getting about 5 silver. You put in 1 silver, you're gonna get 5 silver out of it because Fat Gam put in a gold on it, right?
Got it. Okay.
And so this fella, the braided guy, he actually ends up kind of separating the pile and just watches it until everybody takes yours. Pat pushes your pile towards you.
Thank you very much.
Is there going to be another one? Because I have to admit, that was worth it. That was totally worth it. And I'll put my 5 back in. Who's going to take on that furry-haired furball? One other dude comes walking in. Actually, no, it's not. We're not going to make it that. We're going to make it.
Wait again. It's his competition.
Oh, is it?
I have
You
to
won,
say
though.
Yeah, true. But
Well,
I think he would like a rematch with somebody else.
I want a rematch.
I'll do
I'll
it.
face
And then,
Far.
oh, okay. And so we get this other lady coming in, this short dwarven woman who kind of walks up right beside Jed. Says, you first, then, or me?
Go for it.
All right. She kind of Bob. You kind of stand up and exit the table. She sets herself down and looks at Frar. All right, you're gonna be a problem if I stand to do this.
We were sitting.
Well, if I'm sitting, then I'm never gonna reach your hand.
You can stand.
Appreciate that. Preet's the name. What's yours? All right. Who's putting the money on me? And we got the table around you, Jed, is starting to fill up a little bit with silver again. Now we've got 5 silver coming
money
in.
on myself. 2 gold.
2 gold. Marvelous. And so we get about, let's say the pot is going to end up being, actually it's going to be a pretty good solid pot then. Then around 9 gold in total for the simple start for the night, and we haven't even gotten the libations flowing yet. There's Fat Gan is now moving himself around, a little bit of a huff because he's lost his 1 gold. But he's now moving himself around, trying to deliver drinks to everybody else as quickly as he possibly can. The liquor flows, so do the coins. You know what? Let's double it. They're gonna say it's about 18 gold in here. Most of it on Frar. And so go ahead. Let's roll that athletics check, buddy. Yeah. So you grip Preet's hand. And her hand, it feels tiny compared to Bob's. And the braided hair guy is going to come over and he's going to start the wrestling match by lifting off. And you immediately just kind of pull her down, almost as if there's no weight at all. That she rolled a nat 1, so you got a double success on that. Go ahead and roll another athletics check.
Oh.
And as you get down to the bottom there, you feel resistance, and you can see on her arms the sinews starting to stretch outside of the skin a little bit, and she's got one eye closed and a bit of a curled lip. I've come back for worse, and just comes back a little bit. Go ahead and roll another athletics check. Okay, and then that one.
Oh, I break her hand.
Yeah, almost. So you
I have to pay for her medical bills now.
You kind of take your shoulder as okay and slam it in, and there's one of the sailors comes up. There's a little bit of a cheer. It's not anywhere near as ruckus as it was when you were fighting Bob, but there's a little bit of a cheer, and she just she pulls her hand back. She says, "All right, I had to try. And the braided hair guy says, "Actually, she's pretty tough. Like that's a pretty good little battle." Jetty, did you put some coin into that pot?
I did not that time.
So it gets separated and distributed again. As soon as Preet steps up out of the chair, she goes, "Gan, fill me," and then away it goes over to find herself some drinks. And now we're starting to get a little bit more color inside the room.
Ooh, how much did I win?
You would have won around. It was mostly on you, so you would have run out of that pot. You put 2 gold in. You will have actually gotten about 5 gold total in return.
5 gold, not bad.
Okay, and now Jeddah sits down.
Yeah. Can I use thaumaturgy to get the crowd going like Jeddah, Jeddah?
Yeah, so you guys are all hearing
Jeddah.
this Okay, half the crowd. You hear this strange little whisper of Jada, Jada coming out of thaumaturgy. There's just like nowhere else, and like 4 or 5 people join in Jada, and then they look around at their friends on the table like, "Who's Jada? Jada. Oh, okay." And they kind of clue in. Pot starts getting filled in. Who's putting money into the pot?
Against who and who again?
Frar and Jetta.
Wait,
Oh.
Yeah.
who ate my food?
Would it be weird? Would it be weird if I put money in, but betting on Frar because I don't think I'll succeed?
You can do that if
get
you
a lot of
want.
well, you wouldn't get a lot of money.
Secretly cast hold person on Fra.
What if I put money on Jeddah and then
You could
just
do-
lose?
Yeah, bet on each other.
You could try that. Like, who are you putting money on, Frar?
I'm not putting it on anyone. This is for glory.
This is just for glory. Okay, fair enough. And Jetta, you're putting it on Frar?
Yeah, I'll do 1 silver because I'm broke.
Put her in the sharpshooter. Yeah, okay. So, all right. So you're putting 1 on Frar. Sorry, is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So that 1
I
on
don't believe
Frar.
in me.
Putter's going to put Putter's gonna put some coin in.
A lot of coin.
Okay, I will not tell you on whom. And okay, so he put some coin in. The pot's now up to 30 gold. There's a lot of people in this establishment now. They just all came off a shift and saw this arm wrestling match already underway. They're like, "Oh, it's one of those nights," and they got their drinks and they're putting their coin in. And it's mostly like it's about 30 gold worth, but it's a pile of silver, some coppers, a couple of golds. There's not a lot of the golds, but there's a pile in here. This looks like an Einer's kind of got some of the money in the pot as well. This looks like it's going to be kind of a thing. Go ahead and roll your athletics check.
Can I use my inspiration?
Oh,
Yes,
I don't think
you can
you
use
need
it. Hang on,
Awesome.
whoa. Yeah, you could choose to use it now if you wanted.
I will.
oh, I should have put my money on Jeddah. This would have been perfect.
A 7 and a 5.
Never mind.
Oh
That
my
makes no
word.
good.
So you've been working at this for a bit now. You've had Bob. He kind of gave you a little bit of a pull. Preet wasn't as hard to fight to do with this arm wrestle with, but Jetta, her hand feels so slender and almost soft compared to the other two. And when you finally grip her hand, so when you kind of go, you don't give it a good solid push, but you still feel like you're moving forward. So Frar, you're like, I gotta see where she can go. So you're not trying to go crazy hard,
From the back, I.
but you are winning.
Secretly touch the back of Jeddah. Cast guidance.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, you
All right.
sneaky bastard, you.
All right.
Don't give up, Jeddah. You can
Okay.
do this.
Go ahead and roll another athletics check, the two of you guys.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
everyone's going against me.
Yeah, so she's out.
24 with guidance.
4. Nice. All right. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so you're a little bit forward on her, and then then you feel the resistance, and she yanks you back. You're now back up to upright, and now you're back at the starting point. And Jetta's eyes are getting a little bit more fierce. Roll to your next one. This one's going to be a good solid battle. There's Okay, now I see what she can do, and so Frar pushes her back a little bit.
Now it's only 1 roll.
There was only one
Okay.
roll with the guidance, so guidance only happens once. It's not a concentration thing.
Oh, gotcha. Sorry.
That's all
It's
right.
a concentration thing until you use it.
But you've also been doing a lot of arm wrestling already tonight, and with some tough people, so you're not pushing super fast, but you are definitely advancing on her. Go ahead, roll your next one. Oh no, that's not that one. Okay, Jetta, you're like, I'm not gonna let this happen. No. I know he's big. I don't care. And so you guys get back to upright. This is a battle now, and now you're getting the pot's getting bigger. The pot's getting bigger as the battle is going.
Oh,
Go
man,
ahead
I
and roll
really should
again.
have put my money on Jenna.
Oh,
Dex,
wow.
Dex says she's toying with you.
Oh, I have to beat a 24. Even if I roll a nat 20, I don't think I can beat that.
Well, there you go. Okay, so yeah, Friar, like, oh gosh, no, you know what, might have to be my last one, and then I need drinks. Push her down a little bit further. Roll your next one. This is starting to get pretty epic. Now you felt her push back just a little bit harder, Jet. You're like, no, I got some muscle in here. I can do this. And you slow his descent on you down. But he's still very close to winning, Jetta.
Okay.
Go ahead, roll. Maybe only one more, guys. Let's see how it goes. This is a big battle.
You don't have the double proficiency in that roll, by the way. So it's always 2 higher. So that's a 12, actually.
Oh.
What do you mean?
From his... because he had that brawny, right?
Oh no, I already add in the double proficiency in it.
Oh, but I don't... Oh, you it's in the 5, or?
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw
it-
I saw proficiency plus mod, so I thought it's... okay, never mind.
So you guys have both been at this for a bit of a back and forth, and it's just been moving. This fight's been going on for nearly a minute now, and you get both tired, and you guys can both see it. And just eventually, it's just like a rest down onto the table to finish it up. So with that last roll, Jedi, you do concede victory to Frar, and Frar like, all right,
Well done.
yeah. And at this
Oh,
point in time,
good fight.
oh, just this. It wasn't like a great big cheer. It was just like like a sigh of relief from the people out who are now kind of gathered around you. Bob, you're not really gathered there because you're trying to figure out what happened to your food. So Fat Gans actually brought you some more clam chowder. Says, watch the red one.
I bet on the right person.
Now with that, the pot got big. And so in the end, how much did you put in? 1 gold, right?
1 silver.
Or
On
1
board.
silver?
Ooh, Bob, what if we make the final fight between us two, so we always win, and we just bet on each other or on ourselves?
That's
so we always
genius.
win. Yeah.
Well, I don't really bet, but I don't gamble.
Jetty, you would have gotten
not a gamble.
one,
It's a win.
1 gold, 5 silver out of it.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah,
It's
so you
not a
did.
gamble. We will win nonetheless.
But if you wanna go another round, it's fine by me.
And the 6 gold.
And the fellow with the braided hair, he kind of leans into you guys and says, "Switch hands."
Oh, with the left. Good idea. This
All
is
right. I'm gonna bet 5 gold on myself.
5 gold on Frar. Pot's big collecting in. Einar, by the way, Einar has actually left the front counter for just a brief moment there to actually bring you the clam chowders, Bob. And as he did, he says, "I saw that. Shh. Still didn't help."
And as I have my right hand free, I put my left hand up and just eat with my...
There you go. There you go. All right. Pot's kind of filling in. This Einar says, "All right, folks, let's make this the last one for the night. It's a rematch, and then you guys can do the darts and then, fill your cups."
Wait, there's darts.
I'll put a gold in on Frar.
All right. Putter puts
Here, come
some
with it.
coin in.
So am I supposed to lose? I lean into the floor.
Sid, bet on yourself.
Oh yeah, I don't bet, you know that.
We could
We
win.
got
Well, if I lose, then you win. So
If
who
you
pays for the like if you put 5 gold in, who the hell pays the other 5 if you win?
just put some money on you.
it's just the pot gets split between the number of
yeah,
people
yeah.
who won, right?
Yeah,
So
alright.
yeah. So are you putting money in, Bob? I don't
No,
think.
no,
No,
no.
okay. Frar, you
No?
put some money in
Yes, I put 5 gold
on you, right?
on myself. Yeah, because
Okay, and-
it wouldn't be fair to be putting it on someone else. You could just lose on purpose.
All right. So
That
Jetta,
would be shady, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I
Jetta,
did.
you put You put 2 gold in on Frar, is that right?
1 gold.
1 gold on Frar.
I'm
Okay.
too poor for that.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, Putter takes 1 gold, kind of puts it in his teeth, and then puts it on the ground onto the table. All right, Bob. And away we go. Go ahead and roll your disadvantage athletics checks.
Ooh, disadvantage. This is gonna be odd.
It's left hands.
Yeah.
Bob's-
Why didn't
What's
you
with
bet on
these
yourself?
rolls?
This makes no sense.
Oh,
I need
Frar.
this comeback. I need
And-
this comeback.
Roll it. Yeah, you start to moving, and there's like there are a few people who are right at the table. Oh, roll your next one.
Come on.
That's a good roll.
Come on.
That's a really good roll.
I don't think I can beat that. No, it has to be a net 20.
Has to be a nat 20.
My mod is 5. So... Oh, wait, I have proficiency. I can do it.
You also have you have to roll twice, and like a double nat 20. Here it comes. No. Okay, so
Oh,
Frar
barely.
brings you back up to upright while you're taking your sips. Roll your next one. Whoa!
Oh, come on, game.
Let me put down my spoon for a moment.
Let me have this. Come on.
And it's back again. Bob's taking over again. Roll one more for me. Actually, it's probably going to be a couple more yet.
Oh
no!
Do you have to roll for it? Or maybe
Yeah,
I'll
you
roll
do.
1 as well.
If you roll a 1 as well. Oh my gosh. So both of you just kind of look at each other with wide eyes for a moment, and you're like, and you get, because you both feel your muscles start to give out, and like, oh, and then but Bob regathers first. Frar, you regather again. You're still just like inches a bit above the table, but Bob has got he's right close to beating you. Go ahead and roll another one for me, guys. Disadvantage rolls, man.
Oh, come on. Come on.
This could be it. And he just
the final
sets your
one,
hand on the
right?
table.
Oh, wait, sorry. Oh, wait. Did I win? Oh, that was not my purpose. I was not supposed to win. Sorry.
Well, you definitely took down my confidence. That's what happened.
So Putter. So after everybody kind of just and they're like clapping Bob on the back of the shoulder. A couple people just kind of giving some rubs into Frar. One person comes up to you, Frar, says, "That was a lot. You survived that long on that many, dude.
Don't patronize
Come back.
me or I'll kill you."
Fair enough. Still, I'll bet on you next time too."
Leave me alone.
Can I attempt again to steal a little bit from the pot?
But
Yeah, you
But
can.
now-
Go ahead, roll sleight of hand check.
but now I've won 2 times.
18.
Everybody will bet on me, and then I lose deliberately.
You won't win the third time once I get to you.
So while everybody's there, because that was a much more competitive bout between the two of them as well. People kind of started leaning in.
All right, I have a new goal, a new bond.
As you step into, as people are kind of like moving towards the table, you move in, just to do a little bit of a bump and palm a few. You get about 12 silver, just kind of quickly, just kind of, and then shoved into your pocket.
Nice.
But
Okay.
you also lost that 1 gold.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Yeah.
I
Putter,
lost
for his
all my
part,
gold.
Putter, for his part, he comes up to Bob and he says, "Good, I got my money back."
You're welcome. Don't think I was supposed to, but why don't we try it with the right hand and you with 2 hands?
Now you're just insulting me.
So people start to kind of disperse back to their own way. There's about a crew of about 3 people who go over to the darts board, and but lots of people just kind of settled themselves down, and they've now got what would normally have started with just soft conversation over drinks after a long day's hard work, is much more rowdy, and you could already a table in the corner is starting to sing sea shanties, and And so the karaoke that you were looking for, Jeddah, is now underway.
Ooh, nice. Before that, I'm gonna walk up to Frar and say, "Hey, I'm gonna challenge you to a drinking game."
I've already shot down my pride. Leave me alone.
Hey, you got this. And I'll slide him over an ale.
I don't even drink. I have low tolerance.
Okay. Bob, you win.
Wait, what? Are we drinking?
Whoever can chug this ale first wins.
Sure.
Yeah, make it a three-way. And then I come in with my own mug if I have any.
Oh yeah, you'll probably have one. For sure you'll have one.
Alright.
It'll just be hanging off your pack or something like that. And yeah, okay. Well, if you guys all set up, so you guys are all going to go to the to your own table to do this, or you guys go up to the bar to do this?
Definitely to the bar.
The bar.
To the bar. Okay, Einer's going to look at you guys. Well, this could be a great night for me. Let's make the first round on me.
Ooh, thank you.
No problem. Just places a couple of mugs out for you. Frar, your mug looks a little bit bigger than theirs. You still want to do it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So then he starts filling them all up for you guys. Ready? And you guys just kind of time it. Roll out your Constitution saving throws.
Reminds me of that. I think the previous player in my own campaign had like a mug that makes alcohol drinks, non-alcohol drinks.
Huh?
Cannot remember what that meant.
That's
Tankard of
interesting.
sobriety.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she always enters in the drinking games and always wins.
Yeah.
That's smart.
You'll actually notice, by the way, that with your perception check from earlier on, Bob, Fat Gan's been drinking all night, and he doesn't look like he's changed his constitution at all.
I just chuck it away.
Chunk it down, and so Jeddah, you take that first chunk back. This is a little bit of a brinier ale than you're used to. It almost burns the throat on the way down. Frar, this is the normal horse piss that you've always drank with your orc tribe. And Bob, you barely even realize something's happened.
He just said he didn't drink.
Oh, you didn't drink?
No.
Well, I thought you did a con save. I thought you drunk. I thought you took
Wait,
a drink.
who?
Yeah, but normally he doesn't drink. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
normally he doesn't drink.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But you're familiar with the flavor of it all the same. Go ahead and
He
roll another
prefers
one.
the-
This is
nice,
a two.
clean,
This is a
crisp
two
water.
failure thing, by the way.
Okay. 19.
All right. Oh yeah. Okay. So, Bob, it's interesting how sometimes the athletics of an activity can wreak havoc on what your body can normally handle. And you take this next chug down, and at the very end of it, there seems to be like some sediment that just kind of catches you off guard, and you just kind of have to catch yourself. Jeddah, now that you know what this is going to be like, you open up the throat, and down it goes. Frar, no problems. You're
I'm just having a drink of water.
Yeah, just like having a drink of water for the most part. Go ahead and roll your next one. And one more coming from Bob.
oh sorry. Also 16.
Yeah, as you guys all just pound back the next one, it's getting kind of ruckus again in the other corner. The sea shanties are just kind of bringing your energy up. Fat Gan kind of walks by and says, "Oh, I see what's going on here. One down on the drow," and then just kind of walks away. Einar kind of grabs the gold. Einar just grabs the gold and just kind of puts it behind the counter a bit. And roll again.
I've no clue, by the way, why my HP is 17. I just realized.
Oh no, you should be at full health.
Yeah, but also my max HP was on
That's my
17.
second.
Maybe
Oh.
you didn't
16.
roll your health.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it should be 31, I think. When
Yeah, that's what do I let me tell you what I have on my screen here. Hang on, because I have my stats here for you.
Yeah, I think it was 31.
Yeah, your max H it was 30.
30.
Yeah, Putters was 31. Frars should be 38, and Jetta's is 31.
I think I had the same as Jeddah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Jetta, did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
okay,
because
roll
I
that attack, please.
forgot my HP, and then I remembered that I had the same as Bob. So
Yeah. That's why I remember.
All right. Well, I put it up on the stat screen. You're good to go there. Beauty. Okay. So.
Wait, cons.
Alright,
Plus
we're
one, people.
Dun. Wow, you guys are doing really, really well with this right now. And Einer's looking at you guys like,
This isn't even a competition.
well, what he said was, I meant,
Okay.
okay.
Sure there's alcohol in this drink. So.
Oh yeah.
It's like drinking water.
Well, I can't. Okay. Go for it. I'm gonna have to pop another keg here. He kind of starts bending down and just clunks out another one. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, go ahead and roll your next con saves.
I think I can drink one more. Then I'm full.
Yeah, you guys can also stop at any time.
Alright, maybe not.
oh,
That one.
That was a nat one. You're done. So, yeah, you all
So,
take them back. Go ahead and tell me how you fail this.
Yeah. I can assume, like, when I'm drinking, I'm not actually drinking, but it just drips on the side of my chin over my belly, and it's like 1, 2 sips go in, and the rest go on my boat, on my shirt.
Okay. All right. So, and with that, you put the mug back down, and you're done. And Jetta and Frar, you guys look over to Bob and says, "All right." Frar in particular, like, okay, I did not do so great with the arm wrestling, but I'm doing fine here. I can get my honor back.
Turns out I have a knack of being an alcoholic.
it's a
All right.
talent.
Roll your next con saves, Jetta and Frar only.
Okay. No.
Oh!
Also, what a good way to end the drinking competition.
It's great. I love it. So, Jetta, tell me how you fail this.
Jenna's getting cocky at this point, so I think she tries to like go for the just like almost like hover the mug of ale above her head, and just like start chugging, but she's reached her limit, and it just all like spills everywhere, and she kind of is like,
And so,
I don't feel
for the
so
both of you
good.
guys, so Frar, you put your last mug down, and she's just kind of like weaving beside you, and you look over. You're pretty certain you've won, and Einar.
I'm sure you have a low tolerance.
No,
Einar,
no, I
That
think
guy-
the alcohol's just bad.
Gan, says Einar, puts it into his pocket. You can see it from across the room. Libations ensue. However, the two of you, Bob and Jetta, you guys decide that you probably should be done for the evening. What would you guys do now that you're at this state of just nah?
Sloshingly singing karaoke.
I want to start a pit fight.
There
But I
is no
don't think-
pit in this space.
Alas.
But you do see a halfling riding the brass pony.
Oh, you're gonna fucking
Go
ride
be
the
the
brass
mob.
pony.
Go be the
Brass pony statue. It doesn't move. Like, it's not moving at all right now.
Would I punch it?
You could punch it. It's just statue. But there's this halfling that's sitting on there, and he's singing while he's pretending to rodeo this brass pony.
Oh, I thought it was a
there's-
bucking bronco.
And Gan will actually come up to you and says, 2 things. Stop losing me money. Comes up to Farrar, by the way, to do this. Stop losing me money. You could drink, apparently. That thing used to work.
What is
Pointing over to the brass pony. Oh, it's a bucking bronc. and used to be the life of the party here until apparently you guys came, but it hasn't worked for months.
How
Anyway,
will
they
you
still
make
pretend.
something like that work?
Oh, there used to be a gem in it that made things happen.
A jam?
Another one, yeah.
Let me see if I can yank it out.
Oh, it's already gone. That's the problem. That's why it's not working.
What does it need exactly?
I don't know. Hey, Einar, what did that thing need? Einar says, kind of looks up to you and says, "Oh, I don't actually know what it was. Just something that made it move."
I'll
Gan
figure
says,
something out.
"But in my opinion, I think you owe me some money."
No.
Probably not. But I want to get another chance at you.
With what?
Have you heard of the crab races?
Crab races?
Good way to lose your money or get a lot.
You want me to race a crab?
Well, not you. I want you to bet on crabs racing. You'll win.
Your race who gets
Why
closer.
would I do this for you?
Why wouldn't you?
What am I supposed to gain from here from betting on crabs? I'm big. Why would
maybe
I
more-
bet on crabs?
Just a thought. If you happen to enjoy it,
Are you playing with my patience?
probably. And then he just walks away.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Uh, anything else you guys want to do at this point in time?
Intoxicated as I am, you will see Bob in the corner talking to some flowers that are set on the table.
Won't be flowers. It'll be more like a cactus.
Yeah, or any
Okay.
plant there. I'm talking to the plant. First you think, who's he talking to? And then if you observe, you can clearly see he's like a one-way conversation with the plant.
That's amazing.
That is awesome. Just
And-
imagine throwing speech checks to convince a plant that but you could never know.
And if we do the crab race, of course, I can talk to the crab. Like a little motivational speech to the crab.
There's your motivational music to go with it. I wonder if this cactus happens to have a prickly personality and drive you nuts.
I cannot talk back to me. So.
No, it can't. That's unfortunate. I would have loved to be able to roleplay that. Anyway, Jetta, what are you doing for the remainder of the evening in your inebriated state?
You just see Jetta and her illusion singing karaoke together, like duet style, like
So
probably something from Greece if it existed at the time.
Okay, so there is some very well-known musicals that aren't usually shown on stages in Wesmia, but everybody knows about them, much like everybody knows about Greece. And so you would be singing one of those musicals. It would be from one of the glamour guilds in Fuencia, which it tends to be operated by drag queens. And so you're singing one of these songs.
Nice.
But you don't know all the words, I'm gonna bet. So let's see if you actually do. Let's go for a performance check with disadvantage because you're inebriated.
Okay. That's a 9.
That's a 9. Every about third word you can't remember, and so you replace it with the word watermelon.
Nice.
Yeah. And so the evening progresses. Is there anything else, Farrar, that you would be wanting to do for the evening too?
He's still on the phone call.
Oh, he's still on the phone call. Okay, cool. I'll come back to him in just a sec then. Nonetheless, the evening progresses after a few hours of just general partying and rambling on, and Sky having this deep and dark conversation with a cactus. Jetta singing Grease Watermelon, and Farrar maybe pouting from time to time still about his arm wrestling challenges, we'll call them. Um, After a few hours, the crowd starts to dwindle out of the
Uh,
doors. Oh, sorry, go for it.
Hello. Unfortunately, I have to go. I just got called in by work, so I have to go do something for them.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah, it happens.
All right, well then you know what I think we'll
And I
probably
have,
do,
yeah.
because we'll only have two people to do this, and I don't like that idea too much. I think
Your
what we'll
camera is
probably,
blurry.
yeah, well that's like that's how life
Oh,
happens, I guess.
I mean your camera is blurry.
My camera's blurry.
Yeah.
Come back to me. Come back to me. No. All right. Sooner or later, I'll catch it. I don't know. It's being weird. So I'll just stay blurry for a little bit. You know what it is? It's your
There we
constitution.
go.
It's your
There
failed
we go.
constitution saving throws.
Nah, it's
That's why
saved
I'm
now.
blurry. Okay.
It's good now, though.
So, what I'll do is I'll advance this just a quick bit because I do know you're gonna have to go real quick. What we'll do is we'll probably pause our game at that point, at this point, and we'll because trying to carry on with two just doesn't seem to work for me.
I did
But
want to
we
do some
will.
shopping still. So.
Right. So, Frar, before you go, let's do it this way. You guys will have your evening's rest.
Hmm.
The next day, Bob and Jetta will wake up, and you'll have 1 point of exhaustion,
Great.
aka a hangover from hell. And Frar, is there anything in particular that you would want to do during the next day?
During the next day, seeing as I'm broke, I guess I'm gonna go around town, see if there's any like fights that I can get into or something like that. Something that uses his strength or constitution.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see if I can get some money back,
Fair
if
enough.
there is any. I mean, I'm
There,
assuming there is because it's like sailors and stuff.
Dock working.
Yeah.
you're gonna be more likely. You're gonna
Dock
find that
working.
there's a lot of Azure Shield sheriffs and guardsmen in town, and so finding places or people who are willing to do that and finding a fighting ring, there is doesn't seem to
Or
be
it could
much
be like,
opportunity for it.
like helping with the docking, like moving supplies and stuff like that. Just anything that uses strength or his constitution.
That you definitely can do. I'm gonna get you to roll for me a you get to choose either a persuasion to convince somebody to hire you for a day, or an investigation to find work that obviously needs to be done and just insert yourself in it.
All
Your
right,
choice.
I'll
Investigation or
use
persuasion. Okie doke.
Oh, perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
All
A
right.
nat 20 and a nat 1 too.
That's where we're gonna that for you. That's where we're gonna stop you, and I'll send you off on that one. But I'm gonna tell you, you find work at the Ruddy Raven, and that's where we're going to use what we're going to use as our pickup for next week. But I
Alright.
also am gonna follow up here with Bob Moss and with Jetta too, just to see what they would be doing as well. But so good luck at work, man.
All right, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm so
bye-bye.
sorry for this, by the way.
Oh,
Like,
that's all
this
right.
came out randomly. Yeah.
This is what we
All
call
right.
life, and you need to pay for your D&D habit, and I get it. So,
Thank you very much.
all
All
right.
right, take care. Have fun, guys.
So,
Bye-bye.
Bob,
Didn't
What-
I have an order out for
yes,
like a
you did.
leather thing?
Yeah,
That was
I'm just
supposed
gonna.
to be done the next day, right?
It was
I'm-
supposed to be done the next day. I'm just gonna find the person who that was.
I think my gold is half of what I had, so I paid for something.
You would have. Where is that? That would be. Oh yeah, at Floral and Hardy's. So you would be able to go back to Floral and Hardy.
Yeah, I cannot remember what I ordered. This was 3 weeks
Um,
ago. That
let's
did the
see here.
sessions.
You
'Cause
ordered.
how much money did we get from the mission again that we did?
If I remember correctly, the two of you guys got 50 gold each off of it. And then you also went to that apothecary to get. I think you got some
Yeah.
healings.
So I paid €35 for something. 35 gold. I mean,
Gold,
we're
right.
not living in Europe. 35 gold pieces I paid for something.
Let's see here. So you would have. Where is that? I have it here. You got yourself a glamored not a glamored leather. It's a
Studded
studded
leather.
leather. Yeah, studded leather
But,
armor, but it had some
but
interesting filigree put into it that was reminiscent of the Glazerblad forest for you.
but I got a discount because normally it's 45 GP.
Yeah, you did. You got some. I think
Yeah,
you got it
yeah, right.
down to like,
Yeah,
if I
right.
remember correctly,
35.
35. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it. All right. Awesome. So I'll pick that up. I don't think we have to roleplay that. Um,
Depends. I'm going to
or
get you to roll a
depends.
perception check.
Right. Perception. Usually pretty good in it. 17.
17. Okay. Let's see. That's pretty good. Da, 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 da. Just so one thing that you did not notice last time is that there on one of the in the shop that is Floral and Hardy's tailors and cobblers, um, along one of the lintels of the interior doors that are in there, you notice that there is this ornate mantle that's just kind of mounted to the lintel there, and you didn't notice it before because you were only in the front of shop. But as you were kind of discussing things with Floral this time to get your armor, and she was kind of sizing you and just double checking to make sure everything fits you properly, you will have noticed it just by looking straight up. It's about honestly about a foot above your head because you're tall. But you will have noticed that mantle, and it's obviously not put into public view, but it's obviously placed in an area of prominence for them.
Sorry, and what kind of mental? Because I was also
It
typing and half listening. Sorry.
just ornate is the best way to describe it. It has uh, it there's it has leather inlays, or sorry, leather pauldrons on it. That seem, but it is a full sized mantle. Um, Looks like it could be ceremonial, but more ceremonial um, for like a nature loving culture of some sort.
So there's like a leaf print on it or something.
Yeah, more along the lines like twigs
Okay. Okay.
seem to be the
Well,
ornations on it.
that's an ordinary mental you have there. Could I inquire about it?
You know, we received it, so this will be Hardy who'll say. So we get a lot of people who come in from the sea here, right? And
Hmm.
that one we got from a merchant. Um, Merchant kind of lost his way and just he didn't have much, and so except for that, but it wasn't doing anything for him. So, um, yeah, we did a nice little trade. Um, he said he got it from someplace in the Glazerblad. Don't know much more about it than that.
But it's just a normal mental, or does it have like magical properties? Or
Well, I don't know much about magic.
oh, do you mind if I have a look?
Be my guest. So Floral will actually, she's the one that's taller. She'll actually lift it up off the mantle and just kind of place it on the countertop.
And when I
Just so you
inspect it,
know, it's not for sale.
oh, sorry, I was
It's
just interested.
it's okay if you're just interested. You're certainly welcome to. It's I kind of like it.
Can I, like with an Arcana check, determine if it's magical or not, not knowing what sort of?
Absolutely.
Right. So I investigate the mantle. 19.
Oh wow, yeah. You can sense that the particularly the twig embroidery that's been placed into this mantle, um, it's not natural. It is definitely either divinely inspired or arcanely inspired. Probably arcanely inspired, but you don't necessarily know what that filigree is doing.
And the reason why it's not for sale?
Oh, I like it.
Ah, I see.
Hardy's.
Is
It
there a
could
way?
be for the right price. No, it can't. Yes, it can for the right price. It better be a big price.
Well, I just happen to have some gems with me as well.
Oh, do you?
Um, um, and I take a little pouch. I have in my sheet. I have 3 gems. I have no clue where I got them from.
You got them from the exact same place in the Sunken Citadel where Meepo died.
Yeah. So I just remember that's what I wanted to sell before we leave. I don't even know the value of them.
So you kind of placed them out there.
Yeah.
There's only they were worth 10 gold total.
Ah, okay.
So they're
I
like
don't know, maybe.
tiny little gems
Yeah.
that you got. She looks at them and says, "No, that won't quite suffice."
I'll have some extra gold I can put next to it as well. Maybe 20.
Oh, and Hardy's gonna say, you're gonna look up at Floral, look at her face, be persuaded simply by her look, and say, "Oh no, I'm afraid it would have to be a whole lot more than that, I guess."
Okay. Well, I would
It'll
thank
still
you
be here
for
if you change your
the.
mind.
Thank you. I like the armor you made for me, the leather suit, and fits well and it feels good. Thank you for your service.
Pleasure. And Floral say, "I really hope that you like the designs. That was my part."
Yeah, I do. I can see the constellations very clearly. Thank you. And I pay them 35 GP.
Marvelous. And they put the
If
mantle
I get
back up
that
on the
right.
lintel. And yeah, feel free to come back and make sure you let them know Floral and Hardy made that for you.
I will. Thank you. I'll be a good reference for you.
Thank you.
I still want to dump those gems somewhere.
Right, Kate? Probably, actually, betting last night would have been a good place to do that. But hey, whatever.
True. I didn't want to disturb the. I didn't
The
know the
flow.
value. Yeah.
It was all good. Okay, so um, we're gonna see. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. No, not invest. Would it be invest? Yeah.
To see
Okay,
if
I
there's
can.
a
You know what? I can run with that. So I'm gonna get. I'll come back to that in a second. Jetta, what would you want to do the next day?
Jetta would just start looking at the docks, just walking around finding information, and she was sold on the pirate ship idea. So just like any whispers of like pirates or anything like that.
Sure. Okay, so I'll get you to roll for me a perception check, I guess.
Okay. 13.
Okay. What you will hear is there's more conversation, of course, about the comings and goings of material goods that are passing through Rorough. Most of the time, people who come to Rorough are not here to do business. They're here to recuperate for a day and then get back onto the water again on their way to Claymouth. Rorough is really just a stopping point. So when somebody kind of stops and looks like they or when the people you end up starting to try to pay attention to are not the ones who are obviously just passing through, but the ones who work here. And a couple of ships sorry, not a couple of ships. One ship arrives and docks on the east side of the docks, right beside Ruddy Raven's, which is a shipwright and carpenter in the area. But they dock right there, and you do overhear one of them asking if though they were there for the crab races, and there's a nod of affirmation and a shush given to them.
Interesting. Yeah, Jetta will just take note of that.
Yeah. Nothing yet about pirates. But I mean, you can easily go and talk to them if you wanted to. You could probably try and ask somebody about it too. Ask around if you wanted to as well, which would be more of an investigation check.
Okay. Yeah, I'll roll an investigation just to see.
Okay. For sure.
My score is 0, so this will go well.
Straight roll, love it. Not bad actually. So what we're going to do then for Bob and for Jetta, because both of you guys are going to be looking for different things, but probably in the same spots. So and probably be drawn to where Farrar is going anyway, to Ruddy Raven's shipwrights and carpentry. So we'll pick up next week there, finishing up that investigation of I want to learn more about the pirate stuff. I want to try and find a place to offload these gems. And Farrar, getting work for the day.
Cool.
So that's probably where we'll pick up next week then.
Yeah, that sounds
now,
good.
Awesome. And unfortunately, Sky had to step away at that exact moment in time when I said I was going to do that. So with that, I think we'll probably just pause our game there and say, first of all, Dak, thank you very much for joining us in... Is he far away? Oh my gosh, I just saw that. Okay.
So many puns.
Dak. Okay. But yeah, good to see you, Dak, in the chat. Appreciate you being there. Had a really fun time with that arm wrestling and drinking competition. Actually, come to think of it, you guys are also supposed to be doing everything at disadvantage because you guys have a point of exhaustion, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that's actually a 16 on the Arcana check, a 3 on the investigation, a 9 on your perception, and 7 on your investigation. I already gave you a little bit more than I'm supposed to, but that's okay. So what we'll do is next week we'll pick up at all of you guys kind of gathering at Ruddy Ravens, because the person who is going to end up answering all of your questions happens to be there, and Fraud's already getting a job there. So how wonderful!
And how about the gems?
The gems. That's what we're gonna pick up with. Is you talking to the people at Ruddy Ravens about the gems.
Gotcha.
Sound good?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys very much. Too bad things turned out the way they did, but that's okay. That's just life, and we are good with it. So we will be back again on here next week, picking up at Ruddy Ravens.
Sounds good.
Twitch. See you next week.
See you guys.
Bye.